Hello, my friends on YouTube. This is Pennsylvania Film slash World Guy right back here again, and I'm here to tell you guys something. Now this whole video was my big sister figures idea, and and I already got notes for it. You can barely see it, but yeah, I wrote down notes for it, and I already talked about this memory in a certain other video series that I did called "Why I Had a Great Summer," which I'll link the playlist in the description down below. But this video is about my dad's story. Now this dad's story is very important to me because it's an important lesson that I learned. Sorry about that, y'all. It's an important lesson that I learned about friends and family and togetherness and bondingness. But it all started, as you guys remember, back when I first started YouTube, I kept on saying, and I still say today, that this awesome movie, known as Inside Out, helped me in my voice inside my head problem, despite some great memories. Now, that's not the only memory that helped me in my voice inside my head problem. When I okay, it all started back in November of 2017. November 2017 was when another great Pixar film came out, and that is, of course, Coco. Now, this movie, I actually thought this movie was going to be one of Pixar's weakest movies. In fact, I thought it was going to be Pixar's weakest movie because I saw the concept art and I just thought it looked creepy and all that. But then but now I think the concept art looks beautiful, and now I actually seen the movie and I think it's a great movie. So yeah, but I also thought Coco was trying to tell me something. And since the movie is about family, the themes about this movie are about family. And one of my previous teachers always told me that Pixar does talk about friends a lot. I mean, just think about it. We got Woody and Buzz, Mater and McQueen, uh, um, Mike and Sully, Ilio and Gordon, or Joy and Sadness, so on and so forth. But anyway, when I saw Coco, I thought, I mean, I loved it, and I still do, but I felt like it was trying to tell me something. Since the themes of the movie is all about family, I thought it was trying to tell me something. And I didn't know what that something was until July 3rd, 2018, excuse me. 2018, excuse me. July 3rd, 2018, which is the July 3rd after the movie Coco came out. And it all started. It all okay, by the way, y'all, I'm autistic, so uh I have a lot of emotional problems, just to let y'all know. But anyway, but it all started on July 3rd, 2018. We were going to my dad, his retired nurse, and I, for his birthday, for my dad's birthday, we were going to a certain restaurant y'all may know called Applebee's. And if my big sister figure is watching this video, she knows exactly where this is going. Then again, this video was her idea, so double shout out to her. Anyway, so we were at Applebee's, and and keep in mind, my dad and I, we just got reunited back in the back at the ending of 2014. So yeah, I have a stepdad, and I live with my mom and stepdad, who's now in the living room now, and so basically, when I spend some time with my real dad and my stepmom, aka his retired nurse, I when we went to Applebee's on July 3rd, 2018, um, I always called him Don, which is my dad's real name, or short for Donald. But he always said that if I ever called him Dad, and he'll roll down the floor and have a heart attack. But this night, we asked for tortilla chips for appetizers. We all got steak for our main course, but I got tortilla chips for appetizers. Now, tortilla chips, I looked at the tortilla chips. I looked at the bottle of ketchup, and I thought to myself, okay, what would tortilla chips taste like with ketchup? So So I squirted a little bit of ketchup on my plate. I dipped a little bit of tortilla chip in it, and I was eating it, and boy, was it delicious. Boy, was it delicious. I'm talking very delicious. And when my dad's return nurse was on the phone with my dad's ex-wife, he he I decided to ask my dad, are these tortillas with ketchup pretty good? But instead of saying, hey, Don, are these tortillas with ketchup pretty good? I said, hey, Dad, are these tortillas with ketchup pretty good? And he's like, no. Did you just call me what I think you just called me? And I said, no. Are these tortilla chips with ketchup pretty good? And I said, and he said, no. You call me something. And I was like, oh boy. Like I thought I called him a cuss word or anything like that. But no, he just said, you just call me Dad. And I'm like, I did? Oh my gosh, I totally did. And then I was about to tell him, like, I thought you were gonna roll down the floor and have a heart attack. And then I was about to tell him that, but he cut me off by saying, oh, he just called me Dad, and looked over to his retired nurse, and his retired nurse said, oh, happy birthday. And I said, surprise, very nervously. But something after saying surprise, it's like wood chimes in my ears. It's like something went ding off in my brain. And something just felt good of it. Something just felt good. And I didn't know where it was until I got back to my dad's place that night, and I watched a movie. And that movie is another great Pixar film from 2003. All I gotta say is just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Yep, that's right. Finding Nemo. Now, for Finding Nemo, of course we all know how great this movie is. This is one of the most popular Pixar films. But this movie, at the heart of this movie, it's the relationship between Nemo and Marlin. The father and son relationship between Nemo and Marlin. So think about this for a second. I thought my dad, at the time, deserved the right to be called Dad. And so we kind of had a special bond. And then I watched a movie about a father and son connection. And then it just hit me. What did Coco actually tell me? And Coco was telling me that music and movies and games and all that can help you connect with friends and family. I actually did a quiz on this memory on my community tab on this channel, y'all. Which the right answer to that is Applebee's. So if y'all voted for Applebee's, good job. And when you say families get together, it means, you're connecting with family. Anything can help you connect with friends and family. And basically my history with sports, I'm just not really good at any of them, except for probably racing, pool, bowling, and maybe swimming. Those are the only 4 sports I really care about. And I do not like kickball. And the rest of the sports I only like just because it's my favorite stuff. However, soccer used to be my favorite sport before racing. But now I'm more of a racing fan. And basically, the times with friends and family is just so priceless and lovely. And I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for all my support group. I mean, everybody who supported me, from no matter if they're blood related or not, especially my mom and my big sister figure, the 2 ladies that really care about me the most. And like times for friends and family, like let's say for example, a grandmother reading a book to her grandkids. That's a connection. That's forming a bond. And that's what my grandmother used to do to me. That was forming a bond. Hold on a second, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. I got a little too hot there. But yeah, that's what my grandmother used to do to me. She used to read books to me. But that was like bonding and all that. And another thing that can bring families together. Weddings. Like one of my favorite memories was when my mom and stepdad got married. And all that. It's like weddings can bring families together as well. Anything could. And even birthdays could. Especially when you're celebrating the birthday of an important person in your life. Like one time for my birthday, we were going to this like arcade place, and I'm the only one that didn't get a cupcake, but I didn't get so mad because I thought I thought because I thought it's my birthday, but I'll let people I'll let my family I'll let my family have at it with the cupcakes. That's how nice I am. And not only that, but if you guys already know holidays like Christmas or Easter or heck, even Halloween or Thanksgiving. They can always help you connect with friends and family. In fact, the holiday season, that's what the holiday season's all about. Sorry about that, y'all. There's just a truck going by. But anyway, that's what the holiday season's all about. It's all about friends and family. Mostly family, but yeah, friends. Friends can be family too. I mean, just because you're not blood related doesn't mean doesn't mean you're not family. I mean, as my friend Seth Simmons, the film/video game guy, once said, he said that technically we're all family because we're all created by the same guy. So yeah, I mean, yeah. And now this next part of the story might get a little weird, but I'm just going to say it anyway. I am not the hugest fan of either shaking hands, being clapped for, or high fiving. Now, why, you guys might ask? Well, because clapping is pretty much so loud to me. I mean, I'll allow it if it has something to do with my favorite stuff, or if I'm not the only one being clapped for, like if I was in a play or a band or my wedding or something like that. But still. But I mean, I know it's still loud those times too, but I'll I'll live with it when it's something that I like, or if I'm not the only one being clapped for. Like if I was a band or a play or my wedding or something. And so yeah, I mean, but if I did win an Oscar for my favorite film, for my film or something like that, then y'all can clap for me. Or if I made a great video like this one, I hope, then then yes, y'all can clap for me. I know it sounds weird, but it's just something I used to not really do before my voice inside a head problem. In fact, before my voice inside a head problem, back in spring of 2013, I watched Finding Nemo for the billionth time. And I realized to myself, this is before my dad and I got reunited. I realized to myself, what? Marlon is just such a great father. He'll do anything to try to get his son back. Even if when he made his son angry, he still apologized. And I thought, well, what if my father did the same? And it just so turns out, what if I see my dad? What would I ever call him? And what will I say to him? I'll say, Dad, why did you not care for me? So I'll call him Dad. But that was before the voice inside your head problem. So this voice inside your head problem, it kind of determined how I was going to call my dad for first time person at first time. But now, since I did, and I watched the same movie that same night, Finding Nemo, I just thought to myself, like, I just remembered that one time back in spring 2013 when I was not shaking hands, not letting people clap for me. You guys get the drill. And also, you guys might know on this channel right here, Spencer Lee, a film/world guy, I did make a whole playlist. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all, just had to get a little drink here. Anyway, if you guys remember, I made a whole playlist of all the videos that I did with my friends and family. I mean, I'm talking all Steph and I's movie talks, all Steph and I's Dorn Ball videos, all my educational videos I did with my mom, all the Awesome Stories with S&J. I'm telling you guys, or Awesome Stories with Spencer and Jenny is what S&J stands for. So yeah, I mean, yeah. So yeah, I mean, And my mom was the first person to ever make videos with me. So, yeah. I actually used to have an album on my Google Photos of all the pictures and videos that I did with my friends and family. All of them. And I would have put the whole world in that album if I had to. I really would. Because my friends and family is, as well as movies and music and all that, and racing, my friends and family is what really I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for my friends and family. All of them. Every single one of them. In fact, back on July 4th of 2024, one of my highlight of that day was getting reunited with one of my best friends, and his name is Evan, the new Marvel creator. So shout out to him. Shout out to everybody that you know. And plus, this might be dark, y'all. This might be dark, but I'm gonna say it anyway. When a person has passed, that a person that you love has passed away. When a person that you love has passed away, and they liked something that you really that you know they liked, once you look at what they liked, you'll know that you'll remember them in your head. So that thing. So, for example, I know this is a dark example, but I'm going to say it anyway. If anything happens to my mom, I love my mom to death, but if anything happened to my mom, she loves Garfield, y'all. But anything happened to my mom, I can look at Garfield and remember her. So I keep alive by memories. That's what Rafiki said in The Lion King. He lives in you. And we also have another trope in movies when we have found family. Now, for example, what's this found family? Watch this awesome, incredible animated movie we all know and love called Ice Age, where Manny, Sid, and Diego pretty much form a bond together. Through the baby, Rasha, or Pinky, whatever you want to call him. Pardon that in the background, y'all. Somebody's moaning on. And I always thought that teachers should always bond with their students. And think of them like friends and family. I mean, that's what people should do. I mean, that's what anybody that's working the school should do. Not just teachers, but principals, vice principals, substitute teachers, all of them. I always believe that. Don't just teach them. Bond with them, trying to get to know them. If you're not bonding with them, then you're not really a good teacher, in my opinion. Especially if you can relate to a student. Like I had a teacher, a math teacher that got her mom's engagement ring one year and said that and it came with a note that said you were always daddy's girl and all that jazz, and because her dad passed away, and it almost made her cry, and it almost made me cry a little bit. I can relate to some of that. It was so touching to me. And pretty much, let's say we all have great and bad times in our lives. We all do. But the only thing good about bad memories is that you can have them with some things that you love, especially some people that you love. Like, we can have bad times with friends and family, but we still love them. And one of the main reasons why Inside Out helped me, my voice inside my head problem, despite some great memories, one of the main reasons why is because my mom was there. It's my support for my friends and family that helped Inside Out help me, my voice inside my head problem, despite some great memories I had in that voice inside my head problem. And no matter if you watch movies on DVD, Blu-ray, streaming services, in theaters, on VHS, what have you, you can still, like, that's why we call it a family movie night or a family game night, because movies and games can help you connect with your friends and family. So yeah, and even when I do make videos with my friends and family, that's time with my friends and family. Like when Seth and I make movie talks and remade scenes and taste test videos and all that, that's times with him. And when I made those videos with my mom, that was times with her. And plus, when you see a person that looks like another person that you love, it it makes you think of that other person. And that's how people can also connect, can also help you connect with other people. And also, um, and also going out to places with other people. Like my mom and I, at the time of this recording, this is April 1st of 2026. I don't know when this will be uploaded, but at the time this is recording, it's April 1st, 2026. This is none of this is a April Fool's joke. This is all real. But just today, my mom, my stepdad, and I had to go get a mattress for my mom and stepdad, and we went to a thrift store. And that was times with them. And plus, when you find someone that you know at a store or at a restaurant, you kind of, want to see them again. And you kind of want to, probably take pictures with them or hug them and all that. You probably want to do that. Especially when you find them there in the Christmas time. But anytime, really. I mean, Easter. I'm going to my aunt's place for Easter on Easter Eve, which is this Saturday. And that's spend some time with family. So yeah, I mean, that's for example. And for Valentine's Day, of course, you can give anybody that you love, not just your significant other, anybody that you love, a Valentine. And for Halloween, you might not think, because it's about witchcraft and it's satanistic and all that. I'm mixed on the holiday myself. But we can have like a family Halloween party or family costume contest. When I go to a fall festival, it's like meeting other people and just having some great times together. And Thanksgiving, when we eat our food together, and it's like all holidays can help you connect with friends and family, no matter what your opinion on them. And like Independence Day, 4th of July, when we go out and we find when we have barbecues, and it's just times with friends and family, and we splash in the pool and have some great times. Now, you guys might not. Now, a lot of people might ask me, Spencer, do you have any brothers or sisters? And I have to say it. I'm sadly the only child. I don't have any brothers or sisters. I do have cousins. But I don't have any brothers or sisters. But that doesn't mean I cannot relate to movies and shows that have sibling relationships in them. Because there's a lot of times where I'll go, "Aw," to like Evan's favorite cartoon, as we all know, The Loud House. Or even the Pixar film Onward has a nice brotherly love to it. And there's people out there that I think of like brothers and sisters, like Seth and Evan and the Bruces. And that's being Devin and Jenny, by the way. And all these people, even my niece figure. Basically, and also, if you guys own, excuse me a second. Basically, if you guys own, or if you guys seen DVD openings of this DVD, of Shrek Forever After, the final chapter, which you'll know that on this DVD, there's a Kung Fu Panda 2 trailer with Jack Black. And in that trailer, he says this, and I quote, he says this. He says, the heart of a movie is the relationship between the characters. Just like the heart of each soup is the relationship between the ingredients. But he's right. The heart of a movie is the relationship between the characters. Like, let's say, the heart of Finding Nemo is the heart between Marlin and Nemo, or the heart between Marlin and Dory, or something like that. I mean, Gil was basically like a father figure to Nemo as well. Or something else, like the heart of Frozen is the relationship between Anna and Elsa. Pardon that in the background, y'all. And it's about family and friends and the heart. And even in this movie, Shrek realizes a lesson that he has the friends and family. He has the life that he always dreamed of. That's what he realizes at the end of this movie. Spoiler alert. It's kind of like a It's a Wonderful Life type story. I mean, Shrek 2 is my favorite, but I also own that movie too. But this is my second favorite if you don't count the Puss in Boots movies, that is, because Puss in Boots Last Wish will be my second favorite in that case. But anyway, back to Kung Fu Panda 2. But even that, I watched that movie first time when I was 8 years old. I even teared up a little bit in Poe's backstory scene. That was so emotional. In fact, that brings me to my next point. When you cry in movies, it means you kind of relate to them. It doesn't matter if they're real or not. It still matters if you connect to them. That's what the filmmakers want you to do. In fact, in this movie, Despicable Me, Gru forms a bond with the girls, and in the second one, he finds a wife, and in the third one, he finds his long-lost twin brother. In the fourth one, he has a son. And in the Minions movies, the Minions try to bond with their master. In both movies. That's the heart of movies and shows, basically. And music. Like, once you find a song that, let's say you're, okay, this might be a dark example as well, but let's say your grandfather just passed away. No offense. But let's say your grandfather passed away, but you listen to his favorite song. It means you remember him and all that. So, yeah. And also, I'm going to do a little bit of a promotion here. Don or Dad, this is for you. Even though this whole video is for everyone. But anyway, I'm about to get choked up just talking to y'all about this. But this promotion is for Rebel Rockers. It's a Facebook community that my dad's working on with his retired nurse, as y'all can see. I hate to give away my dad's phone number or my dad's retired nurse's phone number online, but still. And yeah, even when you get nicknames to each other, like I gave my family all nicknames. Like I'm the film guy, my mom's the pug lady, my real dad's the rock guy, and all that, and so on and so forth. I even gave my school family, like my first parapro, aka my big sister figure, I gave her a nickname of Western Lady. That's kind of like bonding as well. In fact, I gave Seth the film slash. In fact, his channel's name, Seth Simmons, the film slash video game guy, is basically similar to my channel's name. I'm the film slash role guy. He's the film slash video game guy. So on and so forth. So shout out to all my friends and family, y'all. I'm telling you. So yeah. And even you guys might think non-family movies do not have any friends and family connection. And to that, pardon my language, I'm going to cuss. But to that, I say bullshit. Bullshit. Because R-rated films and PG-13 rated films also have friends and family connection in it. Like in the 2015 remake of Vacation, I was surprised how much family is in that movie. Family connections in that movie. I was surprised. And also, if you guys just got married, if a person that you know just got married, and you watch a movie or a short that has wedding in it, then you can remember them by that. Like any of these pictures that you see on screen right now. And basically, when you say a movie's got heartwarming moments, like I remember way back, and when I was 3 years old, when the 2006 movie Cars came out, and one of the times I saw it in theaters, I remember in that one scene when Mater is telling McQueen, I knew I made a good choice. And McQueen says, what? And Mater says, my best friend. I heard a girl in the audience go, "Aw," and that means she felt the connection. Just because they're cars doesn't mean that you can't. Doesn't because they're not real doesn't mean that y'all can't relate to them. There's some real emotion to it. That's what the filmmakers want you to do. Like I said earlier in this video. Now, about my dad, my real dad, most of my blood family members do not care about him. And I'm sorry to say this. If my dad's watching this, I'm sorry to say this, but he has not earned the right to be called dad ever since I called him dad. Who has? Sadly and shockingly and weirdly enough, my big sister figure has. But she's been doing everything I expected my own dad would do. She's even the one that gave me the idea to make this video, like I said at the beginning of this video. I love all you guys. I love all my viewers. I have the best viewers ever, and that means everybody, even the ones that I'm not blood related to. And one of my viewers even said I have a big heart. And she just happens to be one of my drama teachers that I had back in high school. So if you know who you are, you know who you are, you know what I'm talking about. In fact, before I called my dad for first time person, before I did that, I was watching kind of like a parody of the Furious 7 trailer. And once I heard that one character ask Dominic Toretto, like it or not, your friends are a part of it now. And then Dom goes, I don't have friends. I got family. At first, I thought, before calling my dad for first time person, I thought, before calling him dad for the first time person, I looked at that, I heard that line, and I thought, oh, that's sad. You don't have any friends, but at least you got family. After calling my dad for first time person, I realized, oh, your friends are your family. So yeah, in fact, once you find a character from a movie that looks like a person that you know, it means you're remembering them by that character. Like, for example, leave it down in the comment section. Do you guys think I look like Dash from The Incredibles? Mostly without my glasses? Seriously. And what it made even funnier is that a kid named Spencer voices him in the first Incredibles. So yeah. And by the way, we all know the type of arc that movie characters go through, where they go from cocky to not cocky. Like in the Disney film Emperor's New Groove, which is one of my favorites, or in the aforementioned Cars, or in Klaus, or maybe like even in The Incredibles. Mr. Incredible realizes that he can't do this alone. He has to have his family. I mean, when he says, I have to do this alone. What is this to you? Playtime? No. So you can be Mr. Incredible again? No. I'm not strong enough. Strong enough. And this will make you strong? Yes. No. And that's what this is. Some sort of workout? I can't lose you again. I can't. Not again. I'm not strong enough. He was just trying to save his family. And even in Incredibles 2, which came out the same summer as when I called my dad for first time person, spoiler alert, we have the one moment in that movie where where Mr. Incredible says, I just want to be a good dad. And then Violet says, you're not good. You're super. And that almost made me tear up a little bit. That was very emotional. That was very touching. Made me think about my family and friends. So what I want y'all to take away from this video, use what you love to connect with your friends and family. Because that's what I learned from calling my dad for first time person. Shout out to all of my friends and family. Every single one of them. Including my dad. Shout out to my grandparents. Shout out to my step-parents. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my big sister figure, my brother-in-law figure, my niece figure, my friends, Seth Simmons, the film/video game guy, and Evan, the new moral creator. Shout out to everybody who's ever known me in my entire life. Because y'all are awesome. And that's what the dad story is all about. It's the lesson I learned from calling my dad for first time person, holding a tortilla chip with ketchup. At Applebee's was all about friends and family. And yeah, there's a lot of other family moments in movies. In fact, I think almost every single movie and show has got friends and family connection. Like, for example, one of my aunts thinks I'm like Billy from Tin Toy, who's the baby from Tin Toy. When she thinks my cousin is like the Shrek babies. So yeah, y'all, I mean, that's connection. That's bonding. Like when I'm not there and my aunt watches Tin Toy, she can remember me. And even And even when if I do ever find Jenna Ortega, I hope she'll understand all of this the way my big sister figure and my mom and a lot of other people do. Because this is about friends and family. This is not just about father and son. It's about mother and son, grandson and grandfather. You guys get the point. It's about all of them. After calling my dad for the first time in person, I felt proud to be whatever I am. I felt proud to be a YouTuber, a grandson, a stepson, a nephew, a friend. So like I said, if there's one thing I want y'all to take away from this video, use what you love to connect with who you love and where you love. Because you just might have a lot of great times with your friends and family, just like I do. And that's what this lesson I learned from my dad's story is all about. Friends and family. And I'm sorry this video was a long video, but I wrote so much notes down. I'm sorry, but romantic comedies even can help you connect with friends and family, especially your significant other. Because that's what the filmmakers want you to do. Even music, food, drinks, what have you, anything could. Video games, board games, card games. Again, that's why we call it a family game night or a family movie night. I even remember this one time, before I go, I remember this one time. I might make another video about this, who knows. I remember this one time, back when I was 3 years old. And I'm talking 3 years old. And 3 years old, and I was in the buggy at Walmart with both of my biological parents. We were scrolling down the toy aisle, and I picked up a Shake and Go Doc Hudson. Here's a picture of it if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. Where you shake them, and you let them on the ground, and they say a phrase, and they just drive off. They're made by Fisher Price. And I said, well, I already got lightning. And then my mom was like, that's right, you already got lightning. And then my dad was like, yep, you already got lightning. And that is one of the memories I never forgotten ever since my dad and I got reunited. Ever since my dad and I got separated. I've never forgotten that. That proves to you that toys can also connect with your friends and family. So, one more time. What I want y'all to take away from this video, just use your heart. Put a little love in your heart. As that song at the beginning of Stuart Little 2 will say, put a little love in your heart. For all people that you love. And all the things that you love, too. As you can tell, I love a lot of stuff in this world. As I say a lot in my videos. Films are my main thing. But also friends and family are too. Just like music, racing, and a buttload of other stuff. And like I said earlier, one of my drama teachers back in my high school told me I have a big heart. And to that, I agree. So shout out to all my schoolmates. And shout out to everybody who watches this video. And my next video, we're going to get back to business. And we're going to do probably another reaction video. So stay tuned for that. And I'm Spencer Lee, Film/Real Guy. I hope y'all take away something from this video. And thank y'all for all the support for all these 10 years. And I will holler back at y'all later in the next video. Take care, y'all. Oh, but before I go, I just wanted to tell you guys that something that you can also do with friends and family is that you can swim together. You know, you can do sports together. Even though I'm not the hugest fan of sports, like I said earlier in this video, but still, you can swim together, and like my cousin and I used to do, and one time Seth and I did it too. And plus, one more other thing. One time, one Christmas, I bought my grandfather a picture frame. and that picture frame had a black and white car in it. It almost brought a tear to his eye, because he said that that it's something that his father that car looked like one of his father's car. So that made him remember his father. So that car helped him connect with his father. That's what even picture frames can do. So now, I hope you all take away something from this video, and if it will be anything, use that. Use your heart. Put a little love in your heart. And I'll talk to y'all later. And sayonara. Video kind of has like 3 different endings, but another story that that proves that your favorite things can help you connect with your friends and family, that I had one time in 2019. I was in the car with one of my aunts, my stepdad, my mom, and my aunt and my mom started singing this one Reba McEntire song, over it, does he love you? I think that's what it's called. And then my mom and I started singing "Talk Dirty to Me" by Poison, and then she wanted my stepdad to do the same, so to sing a song with her as well. So that just proves to y'all about music, using music to connect with your friends and family. Sorry about the lighting. About music helping you connect with your friends and family, but anything could, as you guys know. I said it almost all the time in this video, but still, I just decided to film this another extra bit of the video. So now this is the true ending. So yeah, now y'all, please like, comment, subscribe, and again, as I keep on saying, one more time, just one more time, if you guys take away from anything in this video, please let it be that you can help, your favorite things can help you connect with your friends and family, please. And so your favorite things can help you connect with your favorite places and your favorite people. And that's all I have to say. Stay tuned for my next video, wherever it shall be, and I'll see you guys then. Again, sayonara.